What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Be the Torch podcast. And in today's episode, it is my hope and my intention that by reframing a very common phrase that you've heard throughout your entire life, especially your adult manhood, that it'll give you a different perspective, maybe put a little bit of ease into your life, bring a little bit of compassion for yourself, and understanding how you can best become the best version of yourself, become the best father, the best business person, the best partner in your life. Basically, it can transform your life just with a quick reframe of the age-old saying that you as a man need to take care of your responsibilities. Now, just a quick agenda here. I'm going to give you some insight on my experience with this reframe that helped me. And at the very end, we'll go through a couple of steps that can help you think about this a bit differently, especially with a lot of the guilt and the shame that a lot of us feel around having to take care of responsibilities or having not taken care of them in the past. So I remember being in my two longest relationships. Look, I was in a relationship. I had children. We had house payments. We had car payments. Like all of the traditional, normal, linear stuff that people do and have in their lives. And that makes us up as human beings. And if you're familiar with the two different dimensions that I talk about a lot, which is the human dimension versus the being dimension, and all of these things generally line up on the human dimension where we as men oftentimes, most times, look to achieve and accomplish in all areas of our life. We want to have a certain amount of status and wealth and savings and relationships happening a certain way. We want to be the best parents, send our kids to the best schools. We want them to be athletes with these programs. Like, look, it's all on the human dimension, none of which are going to serve you in your happiness and fulfillment and purpose, because all that stuff is on the being dimension. But we have to address it because in this 3D world that we live in, as part of being human. And one of the most common sayings I've heard and was told was that, Cletus, you need to take care of your responsibilities. Because there was times where I have been sucking in finances and broke and financially broken. And, it's not that I was messed up. I just hadn't figured it out yet. I was lost. And the byproduct of that was I was not bringing the income that I needed to support my family and to contribute to the household. So that put a lot of pressure and stress on others in my life, particularly partners that I was with. So, Cletus, you need to take care of your responsibilities. And not only hear it from them, but you hear it from society. As a man, you need to take care of your partner. You need to take care of the finances. You need to take care of your kids. You need to put food on the table. And all the things that we need to provide as men. And what I know to be true is the pressure to perform as a man, to produce, whether that's producing money, whether that's producing connection and love and time for those in your life, and the performing, the producing, and the providing for others. We can do it. We can do it as men. However, it comes with consequences. And those consequences, I've talked to men who've been doing this for 10, 15, 20, 30 years. And there's a sense of accomplishment, like I have taken care of my family. I put food on their table. I've given my wife the house of their dreams. I put my kids through school. And then it hits them. Oh shit, I've done nothing for me. I've taken care of everybody else. I have performed, I have produced, I've provided for everybody else except me. And then the weight hits them. And it's either the emotional weight or it generally shows up in some sort of mental weight, stress and anxiety, and that they're misaligned with their purpose in life, or a health issue comes up because they've been taking care of everyone else but their own health and well-being. They get sick, they have a disease, or finally things crumble because you cannot go in one direction and in one area and focus on that and expect all the other areas to grow at the same time or even at an equivalence. It doesn't work that way. It has been proven over and over again. Just look at some of the wealthiest men in this society. They got a ton of cash. How many relationships have they been through? How connected are they with their children? Where's their health at? You know, we see, it's interesting, now that many of our big tech billionaires have made a bunch of money, now they're investing in their health. And you see some of the, from Jeff Bezos to Mark Zuckerberg, like investing in their health and kind of bragging about it on social media. And it for those of us that don't have billions of dollars and then can now invest in their wealth, you have to take care of creating your lifestyle first and then figuring out how to fit your money and your wealth into that. But that's not what we're taught. So what happens, let's go back to responsibilities, especially with single fathers. I hear this so much. Well, Cletus, I have to take care of my responsibilities. I got child support. I got to take care of the kids when I have them. I got to work with the co-parents. And I get it, man. I get it. It's not easy. And what I know to be true, though, is you're using it as an excuse. This is where the problem comes in. Well, I've got to take care of my responsibilities, so I don't have time to exercise. Or, I've got to work, and my work requires me to be 60, 80 hours a week, so I don't have time to have my kids every other week or only on the weekends because I got to work, Cletus. And it's all just an excuse. It's bullshit. That your responsibility, you got to take care of your responsibilities. Men are using that as a crutch so they don't have to take ownership and responsibility for what's really going on for themselves, for owning themselves, really owning what it means to be a father, which means being healthy, taking care of your body, what it really means to be an owner in your business and handling your business, not as an employee, not as it's handcuffed. You didn't get into business to be handcuffed, to have no freedom. You got in for freedom and flexibility. If you don't have it, you're using that as an excuse. So screw your responsibilities because it's handcuffing you. Now, do you need to take responsibility? Are the things that you need to handle? Absolutely. But it's time that you reframe it. Reframe it from, well, I've got these responsibilities, so I can't, boom, fill in the gap. That. The first thing you need to take responsible for is that BS story that you're telling yourself. Of course, I know how important it is as men to have a mission and to provide. That's a really important piece, but not at the sake of our own well-being, our own happiness, our own joy, fulfillment, purpose. Because here's the thing, and here are the steps to doing something different in your life. When you find that purpose, that true mission, when you can unlock the fire, the authentic fire inside of you, and learn how to master your true authentic self, man, taking care of your responsibilities comes with ease, comes with feeling good, feeling happy, not overwhelmed, stressed, panicked, depressed. It's a switch in that you have to shine the light back on yourself, hence be the torch. You must become the torch first. You must illuminate. You must show a light out of the darkness that you're in so that you can become the man capable of taking care of your body, your health, and lead your children, lead your new partner, or if you're seeking a new partner in your life, you can lead your employees, your customers in business. Because right now, you're not showing up as that leader. And you're using the fact that you have responsibilities as an excuse as to why you can't do those things. So the true responsibility, the true step in this is for you to take responsibility for yourself first. You can't take care of your responsibilities if you are showing up as a fractured version of yourself. and not as a leader, not as a true man, you're not being responsible. You're not being responsible for your kids. You're not being responsible for your business, for your money, if you're not showing up as a master of your true, authentic self. You're a fraction of that. And you're not being responsible because you're actually cheating those that are relying on you, because they're not getting the full, true version of you. They're getting this stressed out, overwhelmed, handcuffed, resentful human being that, okay, I got the kids for the weekend, or I got the kids, on my residential time. Let me just kind of hurry up and figure out how to feed them, and so I can get back to work. I've been there, man. It's a stressful time, and it doesn't feel good because there's a better version of you inside. You're just not letting it come out because you're using your responsibilities as an excuse as to why you can't work on you. So you have a choice now. You could do nothing and continue to use your responsibilities as an excuse as to why you can't truly lead in your life, or you can invest in yourself. You're probably investing in your child's education. You're probably investing in your business, your marketing, your operations, you're hiring people. You're investing in your sales, but you're not investing in you. And so now is the time to invest in you. There's a couple ways that you can get started in doing this. What I know is you need to start getting some wins. And the greatest way to start getting some wins is to master your morning. We want to stack wins early and often. And I can help support you do that. I have a fantastic free process to help you master your morning. If you go to cletuscoffey.com/morning, you get access to my Master Your Morning cheat sheet. Now, why is this important? Because this is you taking ownership of you. This is not you waking up and taking care of your responsibilities, getting the kids to work, or getting them up, getting them fed, getting to school, and getting yourself to work. This is about you investing in you right off the bat. It is going to transform your life. You cannot expect to have this amazing, masterful life, even a masterful day, if you do not master your morning. As men, the most important part of the day for us is in the morning. And so that's a great time to invest in yourself. If you go to cletuscoffey.com/morning, I have a free cheat sheet, and I have a 7-day challenge built into this to challenge you for 7 days to see if you can do it. I dare you to try to invest in yourself for just 7 days. We track your scores, you see where you're at and how you poured into yourself. I can tell you, if you can develop just a 7-day habit, then 14, then 21, you just for 21 days, you start to do this for a couple months, 90 days, 3 months, you're gonna start to feel different. You're gonna start to have a different outlook, a different vision of what is really important to you in your life. And you're gonna be able to take care of the things that are most important to you from a completely different perspective, from a completely different energy and frequency. I am a living proof of doing this. I have used this Master Morning cheat sheet for the last 2 years, and I cannot begin to tell you how important it is for me, has been for me to design my life first and then figure out how to do things like put my business inside of that. That's not the linear process you've been taught. Go to school so you can get a job, then you make the money, then you make the money to have the house and get the marriage and get the kids. It's all predicated, and then take care of yourself and exercise. It's all predicated on you making money. We're gonna flip that script. You wanna become a man capable of creating a life by your true desire and design, and then we'll figure out how to put the business inside of it. So, cletuscoffey.com/morning, get access to the Master Your Morning cheat sheet and the 7-day challenge. I dare you to try it on and see if you can become the man capable of achieving and mastering your true, authentic self so that you can be the man and the leader that you are called to be in this lifetime.